8 days after the nationwide nurses' strike began, nurses from various parts of the country assembled in Nairobi, and arm in arm they set off, marching to the Council of Governors' offices at Delta House in Westlands. Here they met a contingent of police officers stationed at the entrance. They handed over their petition to an officer at the gate.
The Council of Governors has received the Kenya National Union of Nurses petition, and the council is working on it.
Not satisfied with that response, the nurses moved on to the Salaries and Remuneration Commission's offices before moving on to their last stop of the day, Afya House, the Ministry of Health headquarters. In all three spots, the nurses were trailed by police officers. However, there was no word from the government officials whose audience they sought. With the nurses' strike on its 8th day, the nurses say the journey has only just begun, vowing to stay put until their CBA is signed.
The agenda is one, signing of the CBA. If the government does not want to sign, we shall wait.
As the demonstrations continued in Nairobi, in Subukia, Nakuru County, Martin Njoroge's mother brought him out of the house to bask in the warmth of the sun. This their daily routine since the nurses' strike began. 39-year-old Martin was hospitalized at the Nakuru Level 5 hospital after he fell from a lorry during the Jubilee Party nominations exercise in April, sustaining head injuries. His journey to recovery cut short after the nurses went on strike, discharging him before he fully recovered.
Na hiyo mgomo kwanza imetukalia sana huko ndani. Juu hakuna kitu anapewa watu, hakuna chakula. Wewe ni wende ujitegemee, kama ni mgonjwa na huyu apate dawa, maneno yao imeisha. Walifungia dawa wakati kulikuwa kuna mgomo. Sasa tulikaa tu hivyo.
His aging mother is now his primary caregiver.
Sasa inampea madisi, matunda tu.
In Narok, James Tembe, a father of 5 who is nursing a gunshot wound on his knee, is now being nursed at home following the nurses' strike. While in Garissa, the hospital remained deserted, except for one patient whose family is unknown. A week after the nurses downed their tools, the pay dispute yet to be resolved. The nurses urging the Council of Governors to sign a CBA that was negotiated early this year. The Salaries and Remuneration Commission has, however, rejected the CBA, saying the team that negotiated it did not adhere to the SRC's guidelines and could not show where the funding would come from.
The nurses CBA will cost the government only 7.25 billion per year. And remember, the nurses are being told that there is no money. And the other day they signed a CBA with the teachers, which is costing 54 billion.
Talks that began last week failed to yield fruit, with a section of county governments issuing show-cause letters. Fresh negotiations are set to begin on Tuesday, mediated by KOTU and the Labour Ministry. Nurses have vowed to stage weekly demonstrations until their demands are met. Across the country, patients hoping for a deal to break the deadlock. Wilkis Anyabwa, Monday Special.